Everybody, hope you guys are all, whoa, I just hit my computer. Hope you guys are all doing well. Welcome to the live. Hope you guys are killing it. In today's live, we're going to be breaking down some of our trades, pretty much my approach, my mindset, everything when it comes to swing trading and navigating the market. So welcome everybody. Hope you guys are all doing well today. If you guys are new to the channel, make sure you guys hit that like button and subscribe. Also guys, if you want to learn more about swing trading, trading in the markets, check out our school. We got a back to school day sale for 50% off by using code SCHOOL. We got private live streams, we got a group chat, we got quizzes, lectures, everything to get started with swing trading. So check that out down below. So one of the things here I want to talk about is we do have some very exciting news that I've been working on over this past week. So obviously you guys know that I am a huge person when it comes with a trading journal. Having a trading journal is super important for keeping track of your trades. So I've been working on something here. This is going to be kind of a little trading journal here that I'm going to be showing you guys. Let's go to here. A little trading journal that I've been working on, pretty much breaking down some of our trades, our profit and loss, percentage. Don't pay attention to any of the notes here or the dates because I kind of just put some random stuff in this. So we also have a chart breaking down our biggest trades. More importantly, we had the average profitable trade, and since this past week we didn't take a losing trade, this is really cool. So I still have some stuff to make, but course members, this is going to be coming soon for you guys, where you guys can start keeping track of your trades. But honestly, for me too, I do keep track of them with my notebook too. I love keep writing it down, but that's just me. But I figured you guys could definitely get a lot of value out of this. So let's talk about some of our stocks here that we traded this past week. And if you guys have any questions, feel free to ask questions, voice concerns. So today my ARQT shot up from $8 to $10. Let's go, killing it. Let's pull that up here so we can look at it here. ARQT here. Great trade. Boom. You got in at what? 8:30 on nice hourly support. Bam. Boom. Shot up here. That is absolutely fantastic. Look at that move. Up 17%. Let's go. 17% move. That is awesome. And if you guys are watching, make sure you guys hit that like button and subscribe. I think it should now come across when people subscribe. It should pop up. I don't know. For those of you that watched the last live stream, I was having some issues with it. But all right, let's jump into some of these plays here. So one of the stocks here that we recently traded was all right. I'm having trouble understanding the RSI. So the RSI is the relative strength index. You guys can see here on the hourly. So the hourly, or the lower you go, so if we go to like the 5-minute chart, they're gonna be a little more there's gonna be a little more volatility in the RSI. So what I mean by that is it's not a big deal for it to go from 25 to an 80 in an hour. Now as you go to like the daily or anything like that, when you go to the daily, then that's when I start really recommending the RSI. Doug got the course and he's enjoying it. I appreciate it. That is awesome. What was it? So the RSI stands for the relative strength index. It pretty much tracks momentum. So what I always do is, historically with most stocks here, anything over a 70 is like overvalued. Anything under like a 30 is undervalued. So if you just go back and you look, okay, the last time it was trading for a 70 was back in here. Well, within a couple of weeks we got sell off, right? Looking back in here, we had a little dip down. Now as far as entries, that's why I really use it. You can see it really represents it really represents a good opportunity when it's under a 30 to buy it, right? If we go back and look at history, boom, you even in here, we got some buying pressure. So I mostly use it as like an entry and exit tool. So, hi Carter, I'm one of your regular viewer from Bangladesh. About 400,000 people are stuck and infected by a flood in Bangladesh. People are in great trouble in our country right now. Well, I am so sorry to hear that. You know, I'll keep you guys in our prayers. Hopefully everybody's safe. That is terrible news. That is not good. So hopefully we can, I wonder if there's a way I can donate some money. Let me see. Flood. Well, I'm gonna put a link here and flooding donate. Well, for every like I get on this video, I'll donate some money. So for every like, I'll do $10, $20, and we'll make sure they're good. And I'm very sorry to hear that. Welcome Trisha. Hope you're doing well. So one of the things here, so breaking down some of our trades here, getting back on track, I got in wondering if that's a good entry. So I know I'm a little all over the map today, well. All right, so he's wondering, he got in at $6.76, wondering if that's a good entry. $6.76. So you got in, let's see here. You got in the RSI as of right now, 76. So you're up a little bit. The RSI is a little high because it's trading for a little over a 40, but I can see your move. You're using the 90-day moving average line as support here. Let's see the hourly. You got in on that breakout here. So yeah, you could see this nice move here breaking out of these moving average lines. The last time it did that here, you guys can see, boom, it rallied its way up. So where is your stop loss? I personally would keep my stop probably near and around this 640 range and see if we can get a push up to 8. That would be my approach. But yeah, it seems pretty decent here. So getting back on track here with some of our trades here for this week here. We took a trade on BJ. BJ wholesale. Jeez, wholesale. Can't even talk. We got in on the breakout here, the moving average lines. Stock rallied its way up. And this is a prime example of why you should never hold through an earnings. Earnings are a fifth. So do you only use the daily and the hour? Most of the time, yes. It all depends on the trade, right? Because for those of you that remember, a couple of months ago, we took a trade on Disney. We took a trade on Disney here. If we actually look back, you can see the general downward trend, which is something we don't look for. We like upward. But if we go to like the quarterly here, you can see we took a trade near and around this $80 mark because on the quarterly chart, so we were in this position for a minute. You guys can see it hit that and stock rallied its way up. So, it all depends on the stock and the approach. The higher up you go, so if you start using the weekly, the monthly, the quarterly timeframes, that is fine. But what you have to be expected is those trades are going to take a lot longer. I was in on Disney for 1-2 quarters, which is, half a year. So, it all depends on the approach. For me, I like that 6 to 9 day window. I think that works well because that's on average how long I hold it. Getting back to the stock here, this is a stock here. If we go to this, boom, why we never hold through an earnings. You can see the earnings release, stock sold off. And we got out the day prior, and that's what you got to do. And that's why having that journal or something to keep track of your trades is very, very important here. And you can see with this here, this was the play and right on the earnings. So I knew it was coming, and then we just got out. So and this is, I'm still working on this, guys, for you guys, for all the course members here. So you guys will be able to literally just copy this and start using it. but still, I'm looking at QCOM. Let's pull it up here. QCOM. All right, stock on an upward trend, sold off down. The stock is trading on that 200-day moving average line. Let's go ahead and look. As of right now, if you're looking at it as a play right now here, one of the things that I see is, at least for my checklist, right? Everybody's checklist is different, but for me, the RSI is at a 48. So it's kind of in that middle ground. It's not overvalued, it's not undervalued, but there could be that move here playing on the 200. So let's look at the hourly. So it just kind of, it already broke above it, broke above the moving average lines. So, you know, I could see maybe a move here, old resistance, possibly new support. I would hold off on it. And if you're already in on it, I would love to know your average cost. But another one here, let's see, DUL. What is it? DUO. Let's go. Nathan made $370 on profit from NVDA today when it spiked up, got out near the high for the day. That is awesome, brother. That is awesome. DOLO. Something like that. I can't find it. What's the stock ticker for this one here? Yeah, I can't find that stock, Trisha. Oh, right here. Okay. Let's try that. Oh, there we go. Okay. All right. So this stock here, let's go ahead. It looks like we've analyzed it in the past here. RSI is at a 70 on the daily. Okay. So it normally anything over, you know, a 70 is more of an not overvalued, but it kind of is, right? It kind of is getting a little, you know, you always hear that expression, one, buy low, sell high. So for me, I would hold off on this just by glancing at it. If you look at, let's see what the daily is. I mean, I could see maybe if you were looking if the stock was on this moving average line on the daily, but it's kind of like the train already left the station. This is kind of what we look for, right? That stock selling off below the moving average lines. You enter on the breakout right here, right? You have the golden cross, and the stock rallies its way up, and you set your stop below it. I would hold off on this one just because it's kind of like the train already left the station, right? Nothing wrong with that, and this is an example of how you could have traded it, but I would sit on the sidelines for this one. Another stock that we're in on right now is Costco. Costco here, good. I think our average cost with Costco, let's see, average cost is $8.05. We got in near and around this hourly support here. Boom, boom. You can see it. Stock broke out. Stop below here. Now it's rallying up. We are hoping to see if it will start using that 90-day moving average line as support here. So we'll see. The stop loss for this is going to be near and around this 870 range, right in that range. If it does dip down, I'll probably just get out of it. With the Costco position here, we're up a little over 700 right now, which is good. And then Amazon, you guys know, has that nice upward trend. We're keeping our stop loss just below the 200-day moving average line, and we'll see what happens with this one here. You know, Amazon had a couple of things that worked well. It had a good trend line, right, that you could have entered on. Also, it had some good breakouts. You could have entered on the breakout of the 90-day, the 200-day. All of those worked very, very well. You know, we did get out of Google. You know, Google stock here. Somebody asked why I sold Google. Well, Google here, I know it was up a little bit today, but you know, you can see the really hard hourly support. That's where we entered. So it hits it, buying pressure, buying pressure, buying pressure. And I didn't like how it just fell below these moving average lines. Something as simple as that is, you know, could be a bearish thing for the stock to do. So Let's see here. So the RSI I use is the RSI 12. I'm going to change that color. I used to have it to green. I like the green better. But yeah, Nathan, it's the RSI 12. I think it's like that the middle grade one, right? It's not going to, the 6 I believe is too volatile. The 24 is not as much. So the 12 is perfect. But yeah, so what else do we got? Oh, so some stocks here that are finally starting to move. We got QNST. This one here, I like the breakout. You can actually see it broke out. Boom, tapped that 200-day moving average line. Stock rallied up. This one here, I was so focused on a lot of these other plays, you know, selling and getting out, that I missed some. But that's all right. We had a great week, and I'm happy with it. Another one here is OLMA. You can see the good entry for this would be the breakout of the 200-day. So we'll just throw an alert there. I think I already got one. I already got one there. But then we got MCK. MCK here. You can see it's finally possibly starting to get some buying pressure going in a good direction. Maybe a nice little trend like such. So something like that you could see. I would enter if it gets some buying pressure going. KALV here, selling off below the moving average lines. You know, the entry would be above the 200-day. Next one, GH, similar thing. You know, entry would be above the 200-day. You can see that the stock in the past, they released an earnings, and it does look like it beat some expectations. Can you explain why you check the 1 hour and you do that for every trade? So the lower you go, so as you know, if you look at like a stock like this, right? GH, you could enter here and the stock could dip down a little bit. So entering on like an hourly support will ensure a couple of things. You're buying at a good price, and it's a lower chance of you getting stopped out. Because if you entered here, you easily could. I know several traders several swing traders, I should say, that only use the daily chart. They don't even do the hourly, but their stop losses have to be a little bigger because they're not buying at lower prices. So compared to, you understand, okay, let's go here, boom. If you entered on like an hourly support, hourly breakout, it just gives you a higher indication of a trend reversal, you know, stuff like that. I always do it. I think it's very, very, very important here to check the hourly, excuse me. You know, because you can just find a lower time frame support. So the stock just has a higher chance of getting more buying pressure. Michael, I missed you. I didn't even see you typed in. We got ticker symbol CVX here. Chevron. All right, Chevron here is breaking out of some moving average lines. You know, does look pretty decent here. What's it up today? Up about 1% here. So the move here would be hopping in at 146 or 147, setting your target. I would set my target up here at highs. Stop below the moving average line. 4-to-1 risk and reward, which is pretty decent. Let's look at the daily. So the daily here, you can see the daily's at a 52. So there easily could be this move, right, where it goes higher. Easily could happen. I'm not saying it won't, but I would like to buy it at, like, you know, as a swing trader, I'm trying to find the best prices for the short term. So if we hopped in here, you know, it's in that middle ground. It's not overvalued nor undervalued. So I would just move on to a different play. Let's see here. So welcome everybody. Hope you guys are all doing well here. Let's boom. MRK here. MRK releasing bad earnings, sold off a little bit. It does look like it does have, I think we've looked at this one in the past. So it does have some support there. The RSI is at a 47 right now, so it's not the greatest. The best entry would have been right here. Yeah, I would probably just hold off on this one too. Not saying you can't make money from it, because it just did a bullish thing, which is the golden cross. So there could be a move, from like 116 to the 120 range. But yeah, I would sit on the sidelines for this one too. But not saying you can't make money from them. Just because I'm not gonna buy it doesn't mean that you guys shouldn't. Just All right, so some of the positions here that I really like was ticker symbol DO. Stock sold off down below the moving average lines. We finally got some buying pressure. You guys can see it popped up a little bit today. It does look really nice. Might take a trade on that. Same with BKD. BKD here. What's funny is I actually had an alert set for $7. Could you share some thoughts about NVIDIA earnings next week? So NVIDIA here, let's see. NVIDIA is releasing their earnings the 28th. So what day is that? Next Wednesday. So right now the stock is kind of in this middle ground, right? It's been selling off. It's been hitting, yeah, thanks Nathan. It's been hitting this resistance, boom. I mean, the thing is when it comes to earnings, it's risky to trade. I know NVIDIA has released good earnings, in the past, but at least for me, if you're gonna swing trade it, you have to have a little bit of a higher risk tolerance, which is fine. It's fine, and their past couple of earnings, right? They've beaten expectations, they've increased their revenue, but all it takes is one sell-off for a stock like this, just because it's like a very popular stock. One bad earnings, this thing's could easily tank down. I'm not saying it won't, or it will, or it won't, but and another thing here too, if you're holding through an earnings, that's completely fine. Just have a little bit of a longer time frame, right? So if that just say your average swing trade 6 to 9 days, maybe do 6 to 9 months, right? And see what happens, and something like that. I mean, you could see happen. I'm not gonna buy any, for like my trades. I just think it's too risky for me. So, but Six Flags here, you guys can see it hit that nice trend line, starting to get some move up. It's a little high on the RSI. I mean, even though I think we had a little breakout, above these moving average lines. One of the things that I'm not a huge fan of about this stock is it consolidates on these moving average lines for so long. Like this time period is like 1, 2, 3. It's like 2 weeks where it just consolidates on here. So you can see I was actually really about to take a trade on this, but I went and looked at this. And I'm not a huge fan of it. I'm not a huge fan of this consolidation, which you can trade consolidation, but it's more or less like a day trade, hopping in at 44, selling at 45. I'm not going to do that. GH, you can see is finally, could see a move above the 200-day moving average line. Could see a move there, but those are like most of the stocks here that have some sort of opportunity or some sort of place. This week for me was a lot of just covering profits and just holding positions. We still are in on 3, and we're just gonna continue to let it ride. And but would you guys, for all the course members, would you guys want me to add this? Whoa, where'd it go? And I mean, I can just continue to update it. What is going on with this? Yeah. So and I can just continue to update as I add more stuff. Some of the things here that I want to add in this is gonna be your so I'm gonna in an ideal situation I'm gonna have like setup type and okay, yeah, I'll add it. It'll be in by probably midnight tonight, but what I want to do is have another tab and say setup type, and then have another graph. So like if that just say you like, you know, finding a stock on, I don't know, a undervalued RSI, it'll give you a graph of your best trade scenarios. So you can be like, okay, well, the last time I traded this stock, I had a 75% chance of making money. You know, something like that. That's what I'm in the works on right now. And what's cool about this here too is you can adjust these. So like if you bought in at $50, it will automatically change your profit, your P&L, and then the graph down here. So it's something, you know, and your average profitable trade. One of the things here that I want to show you guys is welcome. Yes, we got a new subscriber. Welcome to the team S. It says S just subscribed. At least I know that button's working. You guys are hitting that subscriber goal, which is awesome. I appreciate you guys. If you guys are watching, make sure you guys subscribe. But what I'm also going to have happen is your real risk and reward. So you can always tell someone's risk and reward by their average profitable trade and their average losing trade. So if their average losing trade is higher than their profitable trade, or around the same as their profitable trade, the risk and reward is off, or it's like a 1-to-1. So it's an easy way to find kind of what your weaknesses are. And guys, still, this thing does still work well. You know, so don't be shy getting that. I know. But I figured this would be an easy way for you guys to start trading or start keeping track of your stuff. And I'm just going to do this weekly so I can just keep track of my stuff. And since it's all on Google, you can easily save it. And everybody has like 100 gigabytes of free storage. So it works out well. But any last questions for me? Before we end it here. So, yeah, we'll end it here, guys. I hope you guys all enjoyed it. More importantly, I hope you guys learned something. That's the biggest thing. And you know, everybody, if you're just starting out trading, just focus on base hits. Don't try to hit home runs. And you'll be in a great spot. You know. So I hope you guys really enjoyed it. You know, don't forget code SCHOOL 50% off, and we'll see you guys all in there. And yeah. Alrighty, take care, guys. Hope you guys have a good rest of your day.